Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 2. We actually joined this in an 8-man queue. An 8-man queue is ready to fire up, so we're going to hopefully do 3 games and go to the finals here with the 8-man queue with this deck. With our playing on a budget Soldiers deck, yes, we'd like to play first. This is not a good way to start out. Womp. We have 7 cards and no lands. Mulligan this. This is a decent hand. We have a Dryad Militant, Azorius Arresters. We'll keep it. Ideal, that's what you want to see is a 2-land hand. So we'll go with the Dryad Militant. Pass it back to him. And a Mountain comes down. Could be against the Rabblemaster red deck, so we're going to try to race it. Good news is we do have a very raceable hand, as we're going to be ahead on the damage. And also, the thing that makes our deck good against his is the Brave of the Elements can protect us against the burn, as well as against like Searing Blood. It can actually help us for. But I think that we're going to stay with the aggro strategy. And one of the things that make Rabblemaster red so good is they do like to capitalize on people that are shocking themselves or pinging themselves, and we have neither of those. So we don't have any life gain in this deck, though, except for the Soldier of the Pantheon. We're going to rest this Rakdos Cackler, though, and get in there for 2. So that just negated 2 damage from our life. So I was like gaining 2 life anyway. And he's down to an 18, and we have 4 damage on board the next turn. And the thing with Rabblemaster is he has to attack with his goblins, and he's not going to want to block one of our guys. So Zealot's going to be pretty good. We're going to get in there for 4 damage. And if he decides to block, we will Brave the Elements. And no block. So yeah, not only did he waste his haste with his Ash Zealot, he's not going to block either. So I'm thinking Precinct Captain's going to come out here, and we're going to protect it with a Brave the Elements. Now I really am just showing him that I have a Brave the Elements by leaving one open. But now he can't attack him with Ash Zealot or the Rakdos Cackler, really. And we are way ahead. Even if Rabblemaster's here. It's going to be a Burning Tree. Into a Fire Drinker Satyr. Fire Drinker Satyr is really bad in this matchup, as it will take damage eventually. Into a Lightning Strike onto the Precinct Captain. So we will Brave the Elements for red. Now that does get it out of our hand, but it does protect the Precinct Captain, which is a pretty good card. I'd love to draw into another one, but what we really need to draw into here is a way to deal with his Ash Zealot. And we might just be trading here the Ash Zealot for the Precinct Captain. And so we're not out of this yet. We drew that 4th land, which we did not want to see. We still are ahead. He's down to just 2 cards. We're down to 2 cards. Yeah, he's going to make that block. That's fine. We'll get rid of his first striker. And we'll throw out this other Militant. So pretty even here, depending. It's going to come down to who draws the least amount of lands. Which Fire Drinker is going to be a little bit of an issue. If he's going to come in here, we will. At this point, I think I do want to play more defensively. I'm going to regret that if I do draw into a significant card here. Unfortunately, though, I'm drawing all of the lands with a mulligan. And he did not mulligan and is not drawing the land. So, again, that's how this matchup is going to come down. I do think it's about as even gets. There's the Rabblemaster. Didn't want to see that guy. So Fire Striker is going to make it so Dryad Militant cannot block. We can at least kill off a goblin. Or I could kill off a Fire Striker, but I think just taking out this Goblin's the right way to go. And I don't really know what I can draw into here to get me out of this. As we're down on even land, there's another land. That is going to be game. I don't think there's anything I can do here. If even he draws into a land after land after land. So at this point, I do think I do kill off the Rabble Master. I need to. And oops, I passed a turn there, so that was pretty bad. You need to take out my F6 key so I can't even use it. But I don't think it's going to matter. Whoa, look at that, MTGO. MTGO hates me on this game. Did we just draw, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We literally drew all lands. Every one of our draw phases. No, one. We got one non-one with Brave the Elements. But anyway, we will go on to the sideboard. And here, Banishing Lights are okay. Celestial Flares aren't that good. Launch the Fleets are pretty good. In fact, I even think Return of the Ranks are actually pretty decent in this. I think it's just Return of the Ranks that are come in. But no, I don't think that anything comes out. I really don't think their sideboard matters here. Again, I could go 1 of Return of the Ranks, and it could just be a blowout. I think I'm going to go 2 of Return of the Ranks and maybe take out... I'm going to take out a Launch the Fleet and leave in 1 Return of the Ranks. So we're going to submit this. And yes, I'd like to play first. I'm going to keep it. It does have some action with Obelisks are not legendary. This is an okay 6 land hand or 6. So if I mulligan, I would keep a 3 land in a Boros Elite. So we're going to Dryad Militant. Pass the turn to him. He gets a Foundry Street Denizen. While attacking with the Militant. And we will cast both these guys. Next turn we can Obelisk, which I do think is worth it. Because it puts us out of really a lot of burn range. Other than he does Searing Blood, that hurts big time. But there's a Preeminent Captain. That will give us an actual play. And even out the damage. And now he's got to find something for the Preeminent Captain. It's a Burning Tree. And I'm hoping not a Goblin or Rabble Master. That would be very, very... Another Foundry Street Denizen. And a Lightning Strike. Wow. Okay. That's a good hand. Again, if I draw... I have no dead draws here, though. As we can actually utilize this. And we'll name Soldier. Which, hopefully no Goblin Rabble Master comes down here. We can take an insane amount of damage, though. I want to hit a Raise the Alarms. That'd be the best card to hit into. It's a Legion Loyalist. That hurts. As I'm going to be taking 7. And I'm 2 top decks away from dying. Get another Plains. We just cannot quit drawing the lands. I think I just leave stuff back. Maybe I go another Obelisk. But all he has to do is make it not block. I think I just passed the turn, unfortunately. And just hope that he has... Yeah, there's 1 land. Oh, is his last card going to be a... All right, his last was a Stoke the Flames. So, again, I think we mainly got outdrawn that game. Maybe that was a bad keep on my part. We had a Preeminent Captain coming up. The Obelisk might not have been the best thing to put in versus this match. So anyway, we'll go on to another match here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.